Hello everyone, I'm back again to talk about my forest. The forest I haven't yet planted but dream of growing one day. In my playlist, My Unplanted Forest, I've talked about how I found a sanctuary amongst trees in my childhood, a place to escape from the chaos around me. From ages 6 to 18, I spent my childhood amongst these mountains, and then I came back here during COVID lockdown because these Himalayan mountains are my home. Next year, I'll be completing 20 years in total here. My ancestral home is here and I'm native to these hills. In my language, we are called Pahari, derived from the word Pahar, which means mountain. So Pahari simply means someone who belongs to the mountains or who is from the mountains. Pretty straightforward old-timey word. I've talked at length about my deep love for trees. I love the history they hold. I love how sturdy and yet flexible and yet transformational they are. How they stand silently, enduring everything and still manage to thrive. How they know so much, everyone's secrets, and yet they never judge anyone. I love their physical and spiritual resilience, and yet they are so malleable. The way they adapt to every condition, every surrounding, every season. And I love how they exist so peacefully, unbothered and unbothering. Sometimes I imagine what the soul of a tree witnessed over decades, over centuries. And I love the thought of growing a forest because then I would become part of the history of those trees. Even if they can't speak, even if no one else knows, I would know. And in my heart, I always felt that those trees would know too. That I was the one who planted them, nurtured them, stayed with them, and protected them. And maybe, in their own quiet way, they'd protect me in return too. I still don't know where or when I'll be able to grow my forest, and I know beggars can't be choosers, but honestly, at this point, I'll take land wherever I can get within my means. I'm even ready to grow trees on some abandoned dumping ground. I'll make it work. I'm a patient person. I'll nurture the land, rebuild it, and that is perfectly fine with me. But this video is about my dream. And if I could have my way, I would love to grow trees on mountains. I mean, I'm literally a Pahari, it's in my blood. You know how some people dream of a house by the sea, ocean view, or maybe a penthouse overlooking the beautiful city. But I want my home in the mountains, and I don't just want to look at the mountains, not just a mountain view from afar or visit them as tourists. I want to live on mountains. I want to live with them. I want to be part of their history as a living being. And I get to do that. So I'm so deeply grateful for this time of my life. And while I'd happily settle for hills if that is what I can get, but anything much lower than that and is going to require some serious adjustments on my part. Now I know mountains are generally considered rough terrain, rocky, rugged, but in my opinion that just adds more to their personality and character and their lived experience. And I know they are not ideal for large-scale agriculture, but my dream isn't commercial. I just want to grow trees. Sacred trees, wild trees, dwarf trees, giant trees, trees that reach their full growth in few years, and trees that take decades or even centuries to mature. And it's okay if I'm gone by then. I don't plan on resting in peace. I'll be haunting my forest. So, one way or another, I'll get to see those trees eventually. I want fruit trees, flowering trees, shrubs from wildlife, canopies, tunnels, creepers. I just want to grow and go absolutely wild and bonkers with it. And I would love nothing more than that to do on a mountain. Because mountains are not just terrain and they're not just rocks, in my opinion. These are ancient. They have history, they have experience. They have stood through ages, through civilizations, through every storm, every silence. There is something deeply spiritually haunting about mountains. Their vastness humbles me, their stillness steadies me. These mountains don't ask anything of me, and yet, standing on one, I feel like I belong to something much larger than myself. When I walk alone on these mountains, I never truly feel alone. I feel watched over, guided, protected, as if these mountains themselves are keeping an eye on me, like silent guardian angels that have known me all my life, and they have. And perhaps that is why trees and mountains together feel like the deepest form of embrace I know. They hold me, shelter me, and without a single word teach me everything about patience, resilience, and belonging. And that is exactly how I feel about trees too. Maybe that is why the two feel so inseparable to me. The mountain and the forest, the permanence and the growth, the stone and the root. My earliest memories of sanctuary were born in the mountains, in hills like these, under trees like these. And my greatest dream is to give something back to both, to plant a forest on a mountain and to let it grow long after I'm gone. So that is what this video is about, a dream, a Pahari's dream of trees on mountains. I don't know when it will happen, or to be honest, where exactly it will happen, but I know that it will. Because some things a Pahari just feels in their bones, and this is one of them. So thank you so much for walking with me today. I hope you enjoy this gorgeous sunrise. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.